Hi, this is Gannon Kashua with Universal Audio, and here we are at NAMM 2017 on day 2. Our big news for the show is Apollo Twin Mark II. This is the newest addition to the Apollo family, and it's huge news for us. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Apollo, since its introduction in 2012, has become the choice of hit-making artists, Grammy-winning artists the world over and across all genres. So we have this year people from Kendrick Lamar to Coldplay to Brad Paisley, so completely different genres of music, all using Apollo Twins or Apollos to make their music. What does it take to make a hit record? Well, the first thing is you got to have great conversion, and we offer class-leading specs on our conversion, but it's also Universal Audio has a 50-year legacy of world-class analog design, and that's what we strive for. It's not just a clean, transparent, sterile, clinical converter. We actually care about the way the things sound. So our analog design surrounding the converters is clearly separate from everything else that anybody else in the market is using. You also need great mic preamps. Another thing that we're able to do is introduce what's called Unison technology into the mix. So Unison technology marries the hardware preamps in the interface with software modeling on the back end. So we're able to offer impedance correct and properly gain scaled plug-in versions of tube and transformer mic preamps from Neve, API, Manley, Universal Audio, and more. Not only that, we also have a high Z input where we can go in and change the impedance of that as well. So when we put in a Unison model of a guitar amp like the 55 Fender Tweed or the Marshall 2203 or any of our other guitar amps, they also match the impedance, which is really important for the way the instrument responds to volume swells and the overall control of the amplifier model. So great inputs, great microphone inputs, great high Z inputs, conversion. We also need the real-time environment. One of the most important things for a person is to hear their audio. So we offer real-time UAD processing in the interface, so you can record and track with virtually no latency in your record path. You also need to sew that all together with an interface. So what we offer is the Apollo console. The Apollo console is this is the control over the hardware environment. So all your channels coming in here show up as channel strips, and you can insert real-time plugins, you can create your cues, you can do a number of things that we've never been able to do before on the Windows platform, such as aggregate multiple devices. So later this quarter, our next release has the ability to aggregate multiple devices on a Windows platform over Thunderbolt. So this is a remarkable technology. We can modify our driver so that we present just the right inputs and outputs to ASIO. So you can have a system and grow it up to hundreds and hundreds of inputs and outputs and publish simply what you want to the ASIO driver. Where that's important is if you're working with Pro Tools, for example. Pro Tools can only support 32 inputs and outputs with a third-party interface. So you have the ability to tailor your inputs and outputs to fit exactly what you want. A remarkable thing. So that's the sort of the history of the Apollo platform. Apollo Twin Mark II is our newest addition to the family. This replaces the silver-faced Apollo Twin, which was the most successful desktop interface in its class ever, and we've just improved it across the board. We've brought it new improved A to D and D to A conversion, so we have greater dynamic range, lower THD plus noise. We've also has the Unison mic preamps. We've added a complete control room section, so now when you have an aggregated system with an Apollo rack mount and this, or even if you don't, you have the ability to switch alt speakers. You have the ability to have a built-in talkback microphone. So we have a built-in talkback that lets us route that, so you can, it's actually part of your routable pool of inputs, so you can record it in your DAW for slates or talking to your talent. Complete suite of control room functionality. This is all new in Apollo Twin. We've also added another set of DSPs to it. So the Apollo Twin Mark II comes in 3 flavors now. You have a Solo, which is a single DSP, Duo, which is 2, and now a Quad, which is 4 DSP processors. So now you have more power in the desktop interface. When you add this to an existing system, it really becomes the ultimate desktop remote. All Apollo Twins ship with the real-time analog classics bundle, which is a carefully selected suite of plugins that are free with it, and they use our component-based modeling so that you get the actual behavior of the device that we're modeling, as well as just the performance of it. So it's a really remarkable way of getting out of the box. Right out of the box, you can start recording and mixing with what you have to have. Apollo Twin Mark II, as I said, 3 flavors. The solo version street is $6.99, Duo is $8.99, and the Quad is $12.99. And then lastly, just a little bit more about our Windows. We are completely committed to the Windows platform, and we've redoubled our efforts over the last couple of years. So now all of our Thunderbolt equipped Apollos are completely compatible with Windows 10, USB 3 Thunderbolt equipped computers. We've finally caught up from the Mac side to the Windows side. If you don't have Thunderbolt on your computer, we still offer USB 3. So we have the Apollo Twin USB 3. We have a satellite USB. If you don't have USB-C, we have Thunderbolt, FireWire, and PCIe options. So we have the most comprehensive solution for Windows platform. We're really excited about all this, and it's all coming together. For the latest breaking news and software updates and all that, please go to www.uaudio.com. Thanks for watching.